last video. Welcome back.
I'm Milo.
I'm Jade.
I'm Kayla.
I'm Shelby.
I'm Addie.
And I'm Sydney.
And today we're going to be talking about PR disasters and well-handled crises. For the PR disaster, we chose to pick the H&M clothing brand. So what is the issue at hand here with that?
Yeah, they made a sweatshirt and it said the coolest monkey in the jungle on it. And I guess, there's nothing wrong with that, but they decided to make, the way they wanted to promote it was use a African American kid to wear the sweatshirt. And it said the coolest monkey in the jungle on it, and that certainly got a lot of backlash because people saw it as racist.
Yeah, and this problem's an issue because it soon received backlash for being racist to the public because monkey is a racial slur and term used to degrade those of African American descent.
It's just like insensitive to like say something like that and then like who you're having model it and just like everything. It's just when you're a clothing brand, you have to be like, or a brand in general, you just have to be very careful with like the image that you're like sending out.
Yeah,
Yes.
it creates a super bad image for
Yeah.
like H&M.
Yeah, with a publicity error this big, the brand faces a drop in sales, their reputation drops, and they start being seen as racist towards people of color. And it's like interesting too because it receives such like high like publicity that The Weeknd, a popular hip hop R&B rapper, he took to Twitter to say that he was embarrassed and offended by the brand photo, resulting in him no longer working with the company. And that's an issue because he has such a large social media platform that he has the capability to reach like millions of fans, and then that skews the opinions of others, which has millions of people like turning their back on the brand in general.
Not only do I think like it affects like obviously the customers, but I think like the first thing I thought about when I saw this was like that's gonna like affect little kids. Like if you are a little African American child, like that makes you feel like you already have that title, and like if you're not African American, like it's almost like it's okay to give that title to someone who is.
Yeah.
So like I don't know, it's kind of messed up for like future generations too, considering that like the model that they used was a child.
I also feel like why is that even still a thing? Like
Yeah.
it's 2018, 2019, 2020. Like
Yeah.
there's no need for brands to be
Yeah,
releasing.
Right.
I don't see how like they looked at like that ad and was like, yeah, it's gonna be fine.
Yeah, they clearly didn't think it
Right.
They
through.
could have
Right.
put any other kid.
I thought it was fake when I first saw it. I
Yeah.
didn't think it was real. I
Which
was
is
like,
actually
there's no
crazy
way.
because like this is what they hire people for. Like being a
Right.
PR specialist or like a PR brander for a certain company, like your job is to make sure like your reputation stays intact, and like someone really dropped the ball on that one.
Obviously
Yeah.
they're getting fired, so. No,
Yeah.
That blew
they
up too.
definitely-
I saw that everywhere as soon as it was released.
Yeah.
You were talking about the blogger Stephanie.
Yeah, there was a blogger who immediately, like, I think like the day after, or like the day of, she posted on Twitter a picture of the boy modeling it on the website, and it said, whose idea was it at H&M to have this little sweet black boy wear a jumper that says coolest monkey in the jungle? I mean, what? And in less than 24 hours, it had 18,000 retweets and 23,000 likes in less than 24 hours.
Yeah. I mean, I think we can all agree that this was like a major problem, but I guess we can discuss how the company handled the issue. So H&M had handled the issue by agreeing with the public on why they were upset and the reason for backlash, which I think is good because the first things first is like you have to understand people and like agree with them on like why they're feeling that type of way.
Right.
They also released a statement saying that they were deeply sorry that the picture was taken and for the print. They also started by removing the image from all channels as well as the hoodie from stores and websites across the globe. They also went on to say that they were in the middle of an investigation to see how this happened and doing everything in their power to make sure that an error like this does not occur again. So do we think that they did a good job? Was that enough?
Like even though like they removed like the hoodie from like all the websites and stores and like removed the image from like everywhere, like it doesn't really like take back like what they put out there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They do.
I don't
They,
think-
they had to know.
Yeah, I
what
don't
they
think
were
it makes a
That's
difference.
true.
I don't think it makes that much.
I mean,
of a difference.
I don't think like if that was towards me, like I would carry that for like a while. Like I would drop it and be like, okay, like at least they apologize. You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't carry it on, but
Yeah, but it's just
Like-
crazy that it happened.
right, and it makes a bigger impact that they did it rather than their apology.
Yeah,
I think
they
it's-
handled it well.
yeah,
but
right.
I feel like everyone's gonna talk about it for a while.
Yeah.
Like it won't be something that's just kind of swept under the rug.
And it's damaging for them.
Yeah.
Definitely with
like,
bad reputation now.
I mean, it's like a horrible thing that happened, but I guess it's like kind of like a learning experience for that brand and every other brand to like
Yeah.
thoroughly
Right.
think through before like what you post. From a PR standpoint, I feel as though the situation was handled to the best of its ability, because of how sensitive like the topic is, and
Right.
just in this day and age, like race is a problem and people are sensitive about it. You know, they released an apology statement to the public. They removed the image, took it off all store shelves and all their websites. But it was obviously racist. So
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah.
they did
Yeah, still.
like they did do everything like that they could have done like to make the
Right.
situation better, but that doesn't necessarily make it like okay.
yeah, that definitely doesn't make it okay.
Mm-hmm.
I guess moving on from a PR crisis, we can talk about a well-handled PR incident that took place. Does anybody want to talk about that?
Yeah, I could real quick. So on April 17th, 2018, Southwest Airlines flight 1380 took off from LaGuardia Airport in New York, but ended up having to make an emergency landing in Philly. After an engine exploded and ripped open the fuselage, it killed the person, and passengers on board reported their experience causing fear, like amongst others. So it kind of just blew up and was seen everywhere.
Yeah, first of all, that situation is so petrifying to begin with because like planes go through like such review before taking off, and like the fuel switch broke off and like hit a
Right.
window and like sucked a lady out of the window. Like that's what happened.
Right. And I feel like people are already scared. To
Yeah,
fly.
I'm like
Yeah.
already terrified of flying.
Like a lady literally got sucked out of a window, and like people were on board for this. Like
Right.
Yeah.
It's crazy that like something like that could even happen.
Right.
Yeah, you wouldn't think of it. And like I think that when you get on a plane you hope it doesn't crash, but like you wouldn't think that something with like
something that
The way it
crazy
works.
happens.
Right.
Yeah.
Last thing I'm thinking on a plane is that I'm gonna get sucked out the window.
Yeah.
It's petrifying. Like now, not only did one person die, there's people on the plane who are taking pictures of this, videos, going
Right.
through this.
Like going viral.
Yeah, it's going
People
viral.
reacting to it.
So how do we think this is a potential problem?
Well, just seeing that, like, you're never gonna want to fly with that airline. You're never gonna want
Yeah.
to take
Yeah.
that chance or take a risk because clearly, like, something went wrong with how they looked at the plane before it, you know.
Like personally, it would probably make me feel like more scared just to fly in general, but like
Especially not their
yeah,
company.
especially
Right.
with
Yeah.
that airline.
Yeah, because they're deemed like unreliable, and they
Yeah.
probably had a drop
Yeah.
in sales and profit, and now people are choosing other airlines, and then like people take to social media and like write reviews, and like articles like that don't go away.
Right.
Yeah, that's
So-
tough for them too, because like Southwest is primarily just like Southwest flights.
Right.
So
Yeah.
it's, you know, they take probably one of the bigger hits out of the airlines.
Yeah.
I guess we could talk about how it was handled though, because aside from the H&M, Southwest Airlines like really went the extra mile in making sure that they handled it not only like a PR sense, but just like
Right.
in a humanity sense. The CEO had first started off by making a heartfelt, concise statement to the family and passengers that were on board and apologized for the tragedy. And another thing that I thought was really cool is that as soon as that incident happened and after the statement was released, they pulled advertisement of their entire company off all social media. Like
Wow.
they chose to do that,
Yeah.
which I think says a lot.
And it's not like the H&M store. It's like they didn't choose for the plane to do that. Like there were people that
Yeah,
were responsible for checking it, but
Mhm.
like
They
just
took the
had it.
necessary
That's just like
precautions
a
and
freak accident.
freak things happen. Yeah.
I've never heard of that happening before, like reading this story.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because someone died, though, like, it makes it a lot more of a bigger
Right.
deal, I
Because
think.
people are
yeah.
scared.
Yeah. All the good things they did, they pulled their advertisement off all platforms. Passengers who stayed in Philly that night, they were constantly getting notes delivered to their door by like
Yeah, that's so
bellhop
good.
saying, that support was constantly available.
Yeah.
All passengers were receiving phone calls and emails offering support counseling services. Each passenger was sent $5,000 with no strings attached, just to help ease the burden of what they had gone through. And they were also sent $1,000 Southwest vouchers, which is kind of funny and like a good like sense of branding. Like, hey, I know we messed up, but here's $5,000, and then here's another $1,000 to spend whenever you want to refly with us again.
I wonder if like
I'd probably do it.
yeah, I wonder
This
if
is just
people
a free gas.
flew with them again,
Yeah.
even after that.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like that's good for their brand. Like, they apologized and they're like, but here's $1,000, so when you choose to fly again,
Come with us.
you can go for free on us.
I read up like their protocol is like way bigger on checking like the engines now before they take off, and it's like all airlines too. It's not just Southwest
Right.
anymore.
They all learned from it, probably.
Yeah.
Another thing is by June of 2018, a poll of 2,000 American adults were conducted, and nearly half of them said that they had a positive view of Southwest Airlines just 3 months after the crisis occurred and everything was resolved.
Yeah.
So that just shows that like one freak
Yeah.
accident didn't lead to.
Like, it could have been any plane. That's
Yeah.
the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're all basically built the same. They just have different
Right.
names on them.
Yeah.
So do we think how they handled the situation was effective?
For sure.
Yeah,
They
definitely.
definitely like stepped up, took responsibility, I'd say.
I don't even think they had to give $5,000 and
Yeah.
like the plane voucher. They
Right.
just kind of went above and beyond
Yeah.
for that.
And I,
Like the plane voucher I could see, but like giving,
Yeah.
there's probably, I don't even know how many passengers were on board of that flight.
Yeah.
think
They
Probably
give
like
them all
100 plus people.
$5,000.
Probably
honestly.
100 plus, and you just gave every person $5,000
Yeah.
just
Feel better.
to feel better, yeah.
That's a lot.
And then an additional $1,000 voucher, like they,
Yeah.
not only were they like taking a profit hit just from this incident in general, then they like went into their own company money and gave out more.
and they also took away all their advertising off social media, which also like
Yeah,
would,
that hits their revenue.
yeah, definitely.
And I think like what they did was smart because like the way people are with money, it's like things are better when you offer money. But like not only that, but like there's people like us, like you're talking about it, so like there's obviously gonna be a positive feedback. And
Yeah.
I think that's what they wanted the most.
Definitely. Well, we got anything else? Any closing statements from anybody?
I think we covered everything.
Yeah.
So, well,
Thanks for watching.
thanks for watching.
Bye.